Telekinesis. The Force is the backbone of the Star Wars universe, shaping the destiny of its characters, primarily through the Jedi and the Sith. While both wield the Force, their approach differs drastically. The Jedi serve the light side, using their abilities to channel the will of the Force, guided by peace and harmony. Telekinesis is one of the most basic yet versatile Force powers, seen in nearly every Star Wars film. Jedi use telekinesis in various ways, whether lifting objects or throwing opponents. Yoda in particular trains Luke Skywalker in the delicate control of telekinesis in Empire Strikes Back, emphasizing its importance for any Jedi. One of the most remarkable displays of telekinesis occurred in The Rise of Skywalker, when Rey used it during her meditation, demonstrating how far a Force user can push this ability. Telekinesis is not just a weapon, but a tool of survival, with some even using it to create protective shields around themselves in extreme situations. Mind Trick. The Jedi Mind Trick is one of the most iconic Force powers, introduced when Obi-Wan Kenobi used it to manipulate a weak-minded stormtrooper in A New Hope. Although invasive, the Mind Trick is often used by Jedi to avoid unnecessary conflict, slipping past enemies without causing harm. This power allows them to subtly alter the thoughts of others, a useful skill in moments where stealth is needed. In The Force Awakens, Rey surprisingly discovers her own ability to use the Mind Trick on a First Order stormtrooper, demonstrating how easily she could tap into this power. The Jedi use this ability with care. Force Listening. Force Listening is a rare and instinctive ability, demonstrated by Jacen Syndulla, where he is able to hear things happening on other planes of existence by relaxing into the Force. This power, known in legends but now canonized, suggests a deep connection to the Force's balance aspect, allowing users to tap into sounds beyond the physical world. It's believed that children, like Jacen, have a natural alignment with this aspect of the Force, but as they grow older and become more entrenched in either the light or dark side, the ability seems to fade. Force Listening showcases how the Force connects every living thing, even granting insights beyond the realm of normal perception. Force Sense. Force Sense is one of the most fundamental abilities that every Force-sensitive individual possesses. It allows users to detect the presence of others, sense impending danger, foresee future events, and feel traumatic disturbances within the Force itself. This ability gives Jedi the power to see without relying on their physical senses, sensing things far beyond what their eyes or ears could detect. Through Force Sense, Jedi can experience the interconnectedness of all life in the galaxy. Whether sensing an ambush or feeling the distant echoes of a battle, this ability is crucial for survival and decision-making. It's a skill that allows Jedi to remain vigilant, even when they cannot rely on their natural senses. Force Visions. The Force has the power to grant glimpses of the future, known as Force Visions. These visions often come unbidden and offer only fragmented possibilities of what is to come. The Jedi, who believe in letting the Force guide their actions, accept these visions but do not actively seek them. Jedi Master Sifo Dyas, the creator of the Clone Army, was one such Jedi deeply attuned to the future. Unfortunately, this gift caused instability in his mind, leading him to clash with the Jedi Council over his prophetic insights. Force Refresh. In Star Wars games, Jedi often have a mechanic to replenish their energy through meditation. Surprisingly, this concept made its way into canon through Justina Ireland's novel A Test of Courage. It reveals that Jedi can indeed refresh themselves by meditating, tapping into the restorative energy of the Force. However, not all Jedi have the same skill level in this ability. Its effectiveness depends on the environment, particularly in locations strongly aligned with the light side of the Force. When a Jedi is surrounded by such energy, they can rejuvenate much faster. Force Refresh is much more than just a moment of peace. It's an essential tool that helps Jedi stay balanced and ready for the challenges they face in the galaxy. Healing. Healing is one of the most selfless and iconic use of the Force. Prominently demonstrated in The Rise of Skywalker by Rey, known as Force Healing, this ability allows a Jedi to transfer their life force energy into another being, mending wounds and restoring vitality. The practice is exceedingly rare and challenging, requiring immense mastery of the Force. Unlike other Force techniques, healing is impossible for dark side users because it is rooted in selflessness and compassion, principles that stand in contrast to the dark side's nature. While Jedi are the primary users of this ability, similar Force-sensitive groups like the Baron Doe Sages are unable to employ it, showing just how special this power is among the light side users of the galaxy. Absorb. Force Absorb is a crucial defense mechanism, particularly when a Jedi faces powerful attacks from the dark side. This ability allows Jedi to shield themselves from external forces by absorbing the energy and neutralizing it. Though used often in non-cinematic Star Wars material, it made its live-action debut in Star Wars Episode II: Attack of the Clones, when Yoda absorbed Count Dooku's Force lightning. In The Empire Strikes Back, Darth Vader similarly deflects blaster fire, but Force absorb, especially against dark side powers like lightning, is rare. It requires a Jedi of immense skill and strength, such as Yoda. In certain Legends video games, this power could even reinvigorate the user, turning an enemy's attack into a source of renewed energy. Projection. Force projection is one of the most advanced and taxing abilities a Jedi can possess. It allows a Jedi to create a fully realized lifelike doppelganger of themselves, visible and seemingly real across great distances. Though introduced in Star Wars Legends in Dark Empire, the power became canon in The Last Jedi when Luke Skywalker used it to project his form across the galaxy. The ability is so advanced and draining that it's exclusive to Jedi, and the Sith avoid it due to its passive nature. Force projection is not just about trickery, it's a demonstration of immense focus, willpower, and mastery of the Force, with the ability to influence events without ever physically being present. Immortality. Immortality in the Star Wars universe represents one of the rarest and most coveted Force abilities, though it's ultimately exclusive to Jedi with exceptional strength and training. This power allows a Jedi to retain their consciousness and form after death, returning as Force ghosts. Qui-Gon Jinn first discovered the ability, and others like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda followed. Ironically, immortality is something Sith Lords obsessively strive for, often at great personal cost. However, dark side users' attempts at immortality are crude, relying on consciousness transfer or living in torment trapped within objects or places. Jedi, in contrast, achieve true serenity in the Force, returning peacefully and sometimes even interacting with the living, like in the case of Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Skywalker saga. Binding. Force binding is a specialized ability used by Jedi to contain the corrupting influence of dark side artifacts, preventing their malevolent energy from spreading. This power shares similarities with Force Absorb, but where Absorb deflects external attacks, binding is more about suppression, keeping dark forces at bay. The complexity of this ability lies in its control. Only Jedi are capable of wielding it effectively. As Yoda famously emphasized, the Jedi use their powers for knowledge and defense, and Force binding exemplifies this principle. By sealing away dark artifacts, they protect others from the dangers of the dark side, a task that requires immense focus and mastery over the Force. It's one of the many ways Jedi act as guardians of the galaxy, maintaining a balance between light and dark. Moricro. Moricro is an advanced and highly secretive Jedi technique that allows its user to slow down the bodily functions of another being, putting them in a death-like coma. While it may sound like a less aggressive power, it carries ethical complexities. The ability can be lethal if not carefully monitored, making it a power reserved for only the most skilled Jedi. The most famous practitioner of Moricro is Jedi Master Yaddle, who, in Legends-era stories, noted that the power was closely guarded by the Jedi Order. Unlike other Force abilities, Moricro isn't used in combat, but in situations that demand stealth or pacification, making it one of the more morally gray powers in the Jedi arsenal. The potential lethality of this skill underscores why it is reserved for only the most responsible Jedi. Force-enhanced athleticism. Both Jedi and Sith possess the ability to enhance their physical attributes using the Force. This includes heightened strength, speed, and pain resistance, allowing them to perform superhuman feats in battle or during pursuit. A notable example is the wall-running skill prominently featured in Jedi Fallen Order. By using the Force, a Jedi can push their body to its physical limits, surpassing what an ordinary being could accomplish. Whether leaping great distances, moving at blinding speeds, or enduring immense physical strain, Force-enhanced athleticism allows them to survive in the most dangerous situations. It's a clear reminder that the Force doesn't just grant mystical abilities, it also empowers the Jedi to excel in physical combat. Force Barrier. The Force Barrier is an ability that allows Jedi to create protective shields using telekinesis, blocking physical attacks, energy blasts, and even harmful gases. One of the most memorable demonstrations of this power occurred in the Clone Wars, when Yoda, Anakin Skywalker, and Aayla Secura create a Force barrier to protect Chancellor Palpatine and Senator Amidala from poison gas. Although the exact mechanics of the technique are never fully explained, it functions like an invisible telekinetic bubble, forming an impassable shield. The ability to create such a barrier underscores the Jedi's dedication to protection and defense, offering a glimpse of the immense control they wield over the Force in high-stakes situations. Force Shield. Force Shield is a subtle but powerful ability used by Jedi to evade detection. By using the Force to cloud the perception of others, Jedi can move through enemy territory unnoticed, effectively becoming invisible to those around them. This technique explains how Obi-Wan Kenobi was able to infiltrate the Death Star and disable its tractor beams without being detected in the original Star Wars movie. Force shield isn't about physical protection, but rather mental manipulation, allowing Jedi to gently push others' attention away from their presence. It makes the Jedi ideal spies and saboteurs, capable of carrying out their missions undetected, and reflects their ability to use the Force in ways beyond combat or defense. Psychometry. Psychometry is a rare and unique Force ability, demonstrated prominently by Quinlan Vos in Star Wars: The Clone Wars. This power allows the user to experience an object's past simply by touching it. Most Force users are not trained in psychometry, but instead they're born with this gift. Early experiences of psychometry can be physically draining for those who possess it. The Jedi Council was wary of this power due to its emotional vulnerability. For instance, touching a murder weapon could cause a Jedi to relive the intense emotions of the killer or victim. In more recent times, characters like Ahsoka have shown the ability to use psychometry, making it a more commonly acknowledged power in the Star Wars universe. Pathfinding. Pathfinding is an impressive Force ability, associated primarily with the Talortai race. Those gifted with the pathfinding can navigate even the most treacherous and chaotic environments. This skill likely developed as a survival mechanism as the Talortai evolved in a star system plagued by meteor storms. It allows them to steer through hazardous environments using the Force. While the ability to pilot with such precision is rare, it is a testament to the variety of ways the Force can manifest, showcasing the versatility and survival instinct that comes with a deep Force connection. Skywalking. Skywalking is an extension of a Jedi's or Sith's ability to sense and block incoming blaster bolts using double vision, a term for perceiving events before they occur. This skill, however, is applied to space travel, particularly in navigating the unknown regions. Due to the hazardous nature of these regions, which are filled with spatial anomalies and other navigational threats, only Force-sensitive individuals can safely traverse them. These individuals use their heightened perception to anticipate and avoid dangers, making skywalking essential for exploring those uncharted territories. Wayfinding. Wayfinding is a Jedi ability to use the Force as a guide while traveling through space. By focusing on a distant target in the Force, a Jedi can steer their craft toward it using only instinct. This power was demonstrated when Imri Kantaros successfully located a distant moon while trapped on an abandoned shuttle. The ability is believed to be related to the Jedi and Sith Wayfinders, ancient devices that lead users to powerful locations steeped in the Force, such as Exegol. Wayfinding showcases the intuitive connection between Force users and the vast reaches of space. Force Stasis. Force Stasis is a powerful ability that allows a Jedi or Sith to immobilize objects or individuals. Kylo Ren famously demonstrated his power in The Force Awakens when he stopped a blaster shot mid-air. While this is an iconic moment for modern audiences, Force Stasis has previously been seen in The Clone Wars, where Yoda used the ability. It is a more advanced version of Force Stun, which deadens an opponent's senses and freezes them in place. Force Stasis can induce a near catatonic state, effectively halting an enemy's movements and making it a highly useful combat ability. Empathy. Empathy is a Jedi ability that allows users to sense the emotions of those around them. This talent, recently demonstrated by Padawan Imri Kantaros, allows Force-sensitive to understand and manipulate the emotional state of others. Imri was able to extend his empathic abilities to calm or soothe others, a skill that brought him dangerously close to the dark side. The Jedi Order feared the power's potential to corrupt, but with careful meditation, it can be controlled. This new Jedi mind power originates from the planet Janisha, where Force-sensitives exhibit heightened emotional awareness. The Jedi Meld. The Jedi Meld is a Force ability introduced during the High Republic era 200 years before the events of the Phantom Menace. During this time, Jedi were encouraged to explore their unique connections with the Force. Jedi Master Avar Kriss experienced the Force as music, with each Jedi represented as a distinct tone. Through the Jedi Meld, she could unite their powers, achieving feats far beyond what one Jedi could accomplish alone. The meld even extended to encompass every Jedi in the galaxy, creating a unified strength that was unprecedented in the Star Wars timeline. Bonding with animals and plants. While all Jedi possess the ability to sense and communicate with animals, some are particularly adept at forming deep bonds with them. Ezra Bridger from Star Wars Rebels often demonstrated this connection, forging intimate relationships with creatures that went beyond mere communication. This skill is more advanced than simple telepathy and can vary in intensity based on the circumstances. Ahsoka Tano, for instance, exhibited this ability as an infant in Tales of the Jedi, hinting that some Force users have a natural affinity for connection with living beings. The Jedi's connection to the Force grants them a wide range of abilities, showcasing their versatility and the vital role they play in maintaining balance in the galaxy. These powers highlight the immense control and responsibility that come with wielding the Force. And those are all the Jedi powers explained. What are your thoughts? Which one's your favorite? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss these deep dives and strange lore. We'll see you in the next video.